This is a song called Tell Me What You Want From Me. It's sort of about, the things you love kind of giving you some heartache. And anything else? I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Tell me why my love's got a gun aimed at my heart. I'm begging, please just try and realize, baby, I did my part. Where do you want to go? You've got to let me know. Tear me apart. Forget my name. Maybe it's easier to live that way. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. I don't know why love is worth the pain. Is it better I feel something? Someone else will do the same thing, so there's no point in running. Where do you want to go? You've got to let me know. Tear me apart. Forget my name. Maybe it's easier to live that way. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh, tell me what you want from me. Oh, tell me what you want from me. 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 Oh, oh. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh. Tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh. Tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh. Tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh. Tell me what you want from me. Oh, oh. Tell me what you want from me.
Dan, you got a guild from your aunt. I think you were 8.
Yeah.
And was that your first exposure to acoustic guitar? Or?
Yeah, I mean, that's the guitar that my whole family kind of passed around to each other. My dad had one very similar, and his sister had one, and they got them brand new in Philly at this store, A Street Music, when they were kids in '64. I think they were like $300 or $250 or something.
It's a F-35, is that right?
I think it's like, yeah, E or F-35. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of like rubbed off on the inside. You can't tell. But their acoustic guitar is just, that's the thing in my family. Like kumbaya kind of hippie stuff going on. So I was exposed to it at a very early age. I always wanted to. And I think Keith had the same experience. You know, his dad had a band and they would come over and sing. And it was pretty similar to what we're doing, only we just tried to take it a little further.
Can you guys remember a specific either band or album when you were younger that really made you want to try and be a musician professionally?
It was probably Weezer or Nirvana for me.
Really?
Probably Pearl Jam for me too. I mean, and the Beatles, I'm sure, is like the starting point. But when we were of an age where we were gonna think, oh, this is my career, those were the bands that were the big bands that.
So you're almost rebelling against the acoustic guitar kumbaya upbringing.
I think it just happens. It's like rocking that at that point, grunge was the thing. It was hard to when you're 13 years old and Nirvana or Pearl Jam is out, you're gonna like that.
Sure.
You have to, and I still love those bands to this day. So.
So you guys are Taylor artists. I was wondering how that came about. How did you hook up with them originally?
When we went on a tour with Alison Krauss in Union Station, we had to fly out, and we weren't able to bring all of our guitars, and they were like so amazingly generous, and they let us borrow a whole bunch. And from then on, we've just always had a good relationship with them. They're the coolest company, and their guitars are unbelievable for touring. Like for what we do, when we play 300 shows a year or whatever, you're not going to find a guitar that holds up better than Taylor. And I have like 12 of them on tour. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, and every one of them is my favorite Taylor. They're all great.
Well, that spoiled my next question.
Do I have a favorite?
Yeah.
There's like one that I tend to bring in places that I don't know what it is. There's something a little bit special about the way that it plays. But in general, I mean, they're all really amazing guitars.
What's the one?
It's a GA8. It's a Grand Auditorium. It's just but I have 3 of those. I just like this one just a little bit more than the others.
I've been wasting my time waiting in lines. If I wait any longer, I might lose my mind. I keep wondering why I stay. I just put on a smile, I'm miles away. I know a place where we can go. It's not impossible for us to be alone. It's in a hidden place that can't be found. There's no one else around in this small, small world. Now my heart won't start 'cause it's missing some parts. They say it's what you do that makes you who you are. Bottle it up inside, bottle it up, hide it away. I just put on a smile, I'm miles away. I know a place where we can go. It's not impossible for us to be alone. It's in a hidden place that can't be found. There's no one else around in this small, small
You guys have a new album out called Broken into Better Shape, and I've noticed that it's almost universally been called radio friendly. And I was curious to know what you guys think when you hear your music described as radio friendly.
Like, put it on the radio then.
I mean, is that a descriptive term at all? Do you understand what people mean when they describe it that way?
I think that we've always tried to make music that many people would enjoy, for a lot of people, and it's what we enjoy the most too. It's like we like music that is concise and to the point and sounds right, and that's what we were going for, a sound that everybody would hopefully enjoy. So I think that tends to be something that people would consider radio friendly in that idea.
I think we added some sort of pop production to it too. So
yeah.
Yeah, well, the new album definitely has fleshed out the sound a little bit, different instrumentation. What inspired you to go in that direction at this point in your career?
we just wanted to do something different,
Yeah, we from the beginning we had made 3 albums that kind of were more like a live sound, a version of what the band sounded like, and then even from the beginning we were planning on doing something that was a little bit less live and just see where each song took it.
Mm-hmm.
And some of our favorite records are the kinds of records that each song kind of lives in its own little world, and that's what we were going for. And so every song has its own emotion, its own production, and everything. We tried to give each song its own specific treatment, and I think that ended up meaning that it had a little bit more production too.
Mm-hmm.
You guys both played in bands that were more electric sort of oriented before this band. And I think, Keith, one of the reasons you explained sort of about the move to acoustic music or more acoustic-based music is that you wanted people to really understand and hear your lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, is sort of making that transition to more acoustic-based music, how has that affected your approach to songwriting?
I write songs on the acoustic guitar now, which before I was kind of just writing on the electric guitar, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I still write songs whenever I feel, inspired to write a song. Same way,
Yeah, we write so many different ways too. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we all write like together separately, but it's almost always based on an acoustic guitar. That's usually the main instrument in the room. Every once in a while, like Keith will be playing piano,
Mm-hmm.
but it's either that or maybe like a beat that But there's not too many other ways that we generally start a song other than having an acoustic guitar around.
I'd read on your website that you try to at least write down an idea for a song at least once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually something that you are disciplined enough to do, or is that sort of website copy?
No, well, I basically when I'm doing it, I'll just pick up my computer and program a beat or something like that and get something started. So I try to do it every day just to do, keep that going. It's just the same as him picking up an acoustic guitar and just playing it and making up some sort of riff. It's just keeping your creative juices flowing.
Yeah, pick it up every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we have a day off. That doesn't mean we're not going to be playing music. We just won't be playing a show. We'll always be playing music if we can. We spent the whole, yesterday we had a day off. We spent the whole day singing songs, and, that's what we do. That's what we like to do.
All right, so this next song is called Broken into Better Shape. It's pretty much just about hard times and bouncing back from them and having things get better than they were in the past.
Yeah.
Yes. Better than ever.
Better than ever.
Right?
Better shape.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
The darker the night, the brighter the stars. Everything's fun to a young heart. When you find out what your heart used to be, it's gonna feel like you've been dreaming. Love, if you want the truth, anything's possible. You can walk up on the moon, or you can watch it roll. It's never in the stars, it's in your heart. Yeah, you'll be I was one more mistake from losing it all. Everything I'd ever worked for. Things can go wrong when they should be right, and it can haunt you the rest of your life. If you let it, it'll let you down. Love, if you want the truth, anything's possible. You can walk up on the moon, or you can watch it roll. It's never in the stars, it's in your heart. Yeah, you'll be kicked around, but get up anyway. You'll be broken into better shape. Broken into better shape. And when the pieces rearrange, you'll be broken into better shape. Oh, 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 love, if you want the truth, anything's possible. You can walk up on the moon, or you can watch it roll. It's never in the stars, it's in your heart. Yeah, you'll be kicked around, but get up anyway. You'll be broken into better shape. Broken into better shape. When the pieces rearrange, you'll be broken into better shape.
Yeah, sure.